civilization.
There you go. It is the basis even of our economic system. Look, I'm not saying that there is a grand conspiracy, because I don't think any human being is smart enough to find himself in the position of directing a grand conspiracy. I think we are all lost, right? And we react to it in a very spontaneous way. Nietzsche saw this in the second half of the 19th century. He talked about us today as the letzter Mensch, the last humans. And the last humans hop around planet Earth, and they think they invented happiness because they have their little pleasure for the day and their little pleasure for the night. And then they blink and say, we have invented happiness. I almost quoted Nietzsche literally here. These are his words, largely. Today, we know that he was right, first, and we have even a deeper understanding of what the letzter Mensch is. The letzter Mensch is one that will pursue any addictive avenue available to distract themselves from the immediate questions of life. Who are we? Why are we here? What are we supposed to do? And what is this all for? We don't think about that, and we will engage compulsively in patterns of addictive behavior to take our attention away from that. This is how we invented happiness. Lo and behold, this is what moves capitalism. Take this away and many less pairs of shoes will be sold. That's a problem.
Less pairs of shoes, but also we were talking earlier today that 40% of the S&P is focused and propped up by technology companies that their primary motive of interacting with the public is to incite rage. So it's rage capitalist. And you can see, is that a reflection of our internal state that requires us or tries to have us distract from these other meanings? And if so, what is the alternative, right? Like if it's not religion and we need to reconnect with some form of meaning, how do we go about that?
I don't have a recipe for the solution, but I think the path towards a solution doesn't go through blaming, doesn't go through saying that evil people are in control and that this is a deliberate move to destroy the lives of most of us for the benefit of the few who know exactly what's going on. I don't think anybody really knows what's going on. I think everybody is lost. The billionaire is as engaged in compulsive patterns of addiction as anybody else. But instead of buying the next pair of shoes, they are buying the next yacht, the next mansion. And they are also suffering. They also cannot find fulfillment. They are also desperately looking for distraction. Everybody is deep in the crap. So I think the path to a solution is not blaming and revolution. It is a form of mature, non-romantic compassion. It's the recognition that every human being is just trying to do something to suffer less. I think this realization, it's not a solution. I'm not giving you a recipe or the 7 steps to world harmony, but I think at least this gives a direction. The direction is not blame. The direction is a mature, sober form of